Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bobby Celso. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Pakiusap lang po sa ating mga nagtatambol. Tahimik lang muna yung ating tambol habang ini-introduce natin yung ating mga atleta para makilala naman sila ng ating mga manonood. Maraming salamat po. Presenting our Farm Fresh Foxies. Team captain wear jersey number 8, Cloan Sof Mondoñedo. At number 4, Kate Santiago. Wearing jersey number 9, Jasmine Gail Pascual. At number 13, April Tagsip. Number 14, Wylin Estoque. And number 21, Samantha Nolasco. Starting libero is number 17, Jessa Dorog. Head coach, Mr. Jerry Yee. Calling on our Signal HD Spikers. Team captain wear jersey number 3, Rachel Ann Dakis. At number 2, Rosalyn Doria. Wearing jersey number 7, Frances Sinia Molina. At number 8, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Wearing jersey number 18, Marivic Belaine Meneses. And number 22, Maria Angelica Cayuna. Starting libero is number 21, Angela Nunag. Head coach is Mr. Cesael Shak de Los Santos. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
And here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. Your starting lineup for the Farm Fresh Foxies and, of course, Signal HD. Familiar faces. We got the Rachel Dakis, of course, the team captain, and the starting lineup today. Riri Meneses, Rose Doria doing so well in the blocking department. They're in the top 5. So, like we said, there's going to be a lot of action at the net today, Neil.
Farm Fresh actually challenged Petrogas in set number 2 in their outing. It's just that they fell short in the end for Farm Fresh. I guess this season, it's really about setting that baseline kung nasaan tayo. And it's very important to set that standard, especially after this conference. Yun yung full-blown na conference na papasukin natin for PVL. And as for the Signal HD Spikers, look at the starting unit, always a solid 7 for Coach Shak de Los Santos.
You know, if you're Farm Fresh, like you said, this is it's a time to really gauge where you're at, and this is an unusual tournament where it's so short, so even the more veteran players are adjusting somewhat, so it's doubly challenging for the newbies, for the fresh players from Farm Fresh.
Even the star players from the UAAP looking at Farm Fresh, they're still trying to find their footing here in the pros.
Yeah.
Not just in Farm Fresh, even yung mga star players sa other teams here.
And that's a break here for Farm Fresh. They will get on the scoreboard with that service error from Jel Cayuna. And we're taking a look at one of those stars from the UAAP ranks. You're talking about Kate Santiago, of course. We used to see her make a lot of noise for Adamson University, and here she is in the pros. Jel Cayuna, casing the joint. Makikita mo si Jel, talagang sisilipin niya kung anong nangyayari dun sa kabila. At dun siya magde-decide what kind of set she's gonna give. And that's a point for Signal. We have an early report from Lexi.
Thanks, Chiki and Neil. Well, she's been with the Signal HD Spikers for 10 years, and she is the longest tenured player in the Philippine volleyball, the entirety of the Philippine volleyball. At yan, si Jack Junel. Actually, we were laughing about it earlier. Sabi niya na, although this reminds her of her age, mas tumataigting yung pagsasama na meron siya with the team. Nakita naman natin yung importance ng role niya, at sabi pa na hindi biro ang 10 years with Signal at napamahal na rin talaga siya sa kumpanya. So let's not also forget that you can enjoy this match better through the Pilipinas Live app. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now for only 99 pesos a month. Now back to you, Chiki and Neil.
Thanks so much, Lexi. Sulit na sulit yung 99 pesos a month nyo with all the exciting volleyball that you're gonna get. Back to the action here. We saw earlier a kill from Nolasco, getting Farm Fresh just a point, or they got 2 points now behind Signal after that last play.
Although there will be a net violation called on one of the players of the Foxies. So that point will go to the Signal HD Spikers.
For serving 2. Jack Janela, of course, a fixture here in Philippine volleyball. All of you fans know that. And we're happy to see her still so active. Jo Gonzaga. Chance here for Farm Fresh, and they will get a point. And that is care of West Toque, making her first point here today.
Then Kay Lazo not in uniform, but again, the next woman will step up. That's the mindset of every athlete.
Back set, Jalcayuna finding Riri Meneses for that quick.
This is also a good player matchup. Itong si Tagsip going up against the veteran in Riri Meneses. Both tall middle blockers. Both have great defensive skills.
Oh. Ball still in play. And we have Farm Fresh here with a chance for the counter. Oh, that one. Daki's just kind of left alone. Slow start here. I think that was a gettable ball, but they decided to let it go. The campfire forming there.
Back-to-back points for Estoque after that powerful hit. He decided to change it up, target that donut hole sa depensa ng Signal. Now, Farm Fresh is just keeping it close with the HD Spikers, and if you are Signal, you really have to be careful not to drop a game against the lower-seeded teams.
And look at that resilient defense coming from Farm Fresh, and rewarded by Kate Santiago, of course, with that point off the block. And they're all even at 5 now. How about the strong start for Farm Fresh, Neil?
That's also a rare sighting, a lefty occupying that left hand.
Yeah.
She used to be an opposite hitter, but with her passing and digging as well, na-convert na siya into an outside hitter.
That poses somewhat of a challenge for your opponents also. Diba? Kung kaliwete yung outside hitter mo, of course, you know it's an advantage on the opposite position, but that is really the versatility that we're seeing. This is going to be a free ball, a chance now for Signal. Molina going up, good dig, good defense we're seeing from Farm Fresh. Then on the block, it starts with a good pass.
Most of the hits right now of Farm Fresh dumadaan sa mga forearms ng blockers ng Signal HD Spikers. Smart hitting from Kate Santiago, just enough power to get it through.
Yan yung mga natututunan niya as the games go on. Really, how she's going to match up against the veterans and what kind of strength she will give. She will put against the blockers. Riri Meneses too much though on that last sequence.
Single block coverage from the Foxies. In this rotation, you can see the front line of Signal. Na dalawa lang yung attackers. It was Riri Meneses and Ces Molina. So the left pin spiker of Farm Fresh should actually help in blocking the middle blocker of Signal.
Let's see if they can make those adjustments later on. Meantime, it's Nolasco scoring again. That is her second today. She's going tit for tat with Riri Meneses.
It's just a seesaw battle here in the opening frame.
That's a broken play. Molina will make do. And you heard that. We heard it from where we were. Signal gets to 8 points first, and we are at our first technical timeout. 8-7 is the score. At the Phil Sports Arena, Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Chiquiro Puno with Neil Flores and Lexi Rodriguez, the trio bringing you the game today. Glad you're with us. If it's still raining out, it's good to be able to stay in and just enjoy the action. And Farm Fresh keeping in pace with Signal. What are you impressed about here, Neil?
Right now, it's just the fearless attacking, relentless attacking of the Farm Fresh Foxies. No intimidation. Every time they go up for a hit, di sila natatakot na ma-block.
Maganda rin yung coverage nila sa likod. You know, the good passes we're seeing. The setter is able to execute her plays. That's a good first ball. Oh, there's a good save there. Nolasco mistimed that one. And this time, too much. Even for the libero. Desadoro couldn't get that one up.
Ball distribution on point for Jel Cayuna, deceiving the middle blocker of Farm Fresh.
This is going to be a broken play. Free ball, and Signal was set up. Molina going up. And again, too much for Doro. Talagang pinahihirapan ang libero ng Farm Fresh.
It's very easy for Jel Cayuna to choose between Jovelyn Gonzaga and Ces Molina, the top two hitters of their squad right now. If you have a middle blocker like Roselyn Doria, who sells it so well every time she goes for that explosive approach.
Mapapasabay niya talaga. Dangerous trio here for the front line of Signal. That's a good cover by Dorog this time. And Jack Janela also with a great save. One more chance for Signal. Jov stopped. Farm Fresh Santiago with a dink. And look at Jack Janela just diving for it. But nahuli ng konti.
They will not contest that call. They will not challenge it. Alam ni Jack Janela that the ball hit the floor first.
That was an exciting rally that we just witnessed. And it's really great to see these young ones keeping in pace with the very seasoned Signal.
Positional fall will be called on the Foxies. These are some of the errors that you can actually avoid.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, presence of mind, very important when you're setting that rotation.
Ces Molina now at the serve. Oh, solid block. Good cover by Dorog. Jel gets the first ball. Janela setting up Dakis. Kate Santiago with a cover. Good rallies. Back row attack. Molina is dug again. And that one is outside. An unforced error by Katarik, who just came in this first set.
Obviously, a mishit. No spin whatsoever on that ball, and that will force Coach Jerry to call his first timeout.
Pakiisip niya nga muna yung pwesto niyo, pakiayos, kaya niyo. One time first ball. Anong, ganun lang?
Hindi po, coach. Angat tayo. Relax lang. Hinga lang, hinga lang.
Idol lang sa net. Oh, sige, sige.
Ako yung masakit mo.
Idol lang sa net. Idol lang.
Relax lang. Relax lang. Relax lang. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
We're hearing the players actually reminding each other to just relax and remember how loose they were playing in the first part of this first set.
It was really close. I think umabot pa sa point na 7-all yung score, but right now Signal has slowly gained the lead. They're at 5 points right now.
And that's what Coach Jerry wants to see more of from his girls. Really, these executed plays, hinanaan pa niya ng magandang first ball dahil nakita nga niya na nakukumpleto naman nila yung plays.
Great choice of angle.
Just one blocker going against that one from Signal. And here's gonna chance here for Farm Fresh again. And just with all her might. And Katarig is proving to be a good substitution here.
Back-to-back points. Same play from the middle against a single blocker.
Dakis is going deep. And nobody home. Zone 6 there, empty.
We will have our first challenge of the day, a block touch challenge called by Signal.
If you have been with us for the continuing coverage of the PVL Invitationals from the first game today, you know that the challenges have been really front and center today. Lalo na dun sa game 2 between F2 and
Petrogas.
Yeah. And let's see what gives here. Farm Fresh, just keep it close against Signal. Will there be a block touch? Tingin mo, Neil.
There was a no block touch based on that replay, and that point will go to Farm Fresh.
Coach Jack with one more challenge left for this set. So the score should be 11-13. Jov Gonzaga found the right pin, exactly where she wanted to be.
When you need one stop, you go to Jovelyn Gonzaga. Sila ni Cici parang never naman sila nawala with their performance right now.
Worth mentioning that Cici Rondina, after her comeback after all the years in beach volleyball, is now topping the scoring board. #1 scorer in the league. Oh, this time, Jov Gonzaga checked by the younger Farm Fresh.
Set was a bit low. She just tried.
This time, Riri Meneses is dug too. Dakis timing it, and that is off the block. That's another point for Signal. Lead is back to 3.
That's the first point of Rachel Dakis.
Jovelyn Gonzaga, of course, making her way back into Signal after spending some time with the Army team. Pero original Signal din naman to si Jov. Oh, that back row attack, just too much for Farm Fresh. And we are at our second technical timeout with Signal ahead by 4. Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, TicketNet, or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, there's a score, 16-12, 4-point advantage for Signal. Blocking is working for Signal. Good cover by Dakis. And she goes up for the hit, and a single block works for Farm Fresh, care of Kyle Tagsip.
First block of the game for Kyle Tagsib. She didn't need to move because that ad-lib play diretso na sa gitna for Rachel Andakis. Tried to cover for herself.
Estoque now serving. Oh, mistimed one, an error here. Not very common, we see that. But it happens, and Farm Fresh really should be taking advantage of these lapses on the side of Signal.
Right now, I would say that Farm Fresh is actually controlling the tempo of this match. We're used to seeing Signal dishing out a lot of fast-paced sets, but right now they have been checked by the defenders of the Foxies.
Oh, good cover. Liberos doing their jobs on both sides. Back row attack this time is stopped. And look at Farm Fresh. Talaga, binanggit mo kanina, Neil, na walang takot itong mga batang ito.
From 5 to 1. And now we will see Vanny Gandler play for the very first time here in this game.
Coming in for Rad, for Rachel Dakis. Gandler going up. Good cover by the alternate libero. The other libero for Farm Fresh, si Gatigan, has been delivering. And we are tied at 16 just like that. We have a timeout.
Lahat tayo ngayon. Tuloy-tuloy. Yung pasa. Wala. Gawa lahat ka naman.
Ang bilis ng habol ng Farm Fresh. Talagang napako ang Signal at 16. You're talking about the pace being controlled by the Foxies.
Yeah. Right now, you will see that Farm Fresh is playing simple volleyball, really. They're positioning themselves in the right places, popping up the attacks of the Signal HD Spikers, yung mga blockers nila sa harapan, nakakukuha ng soft touches.
Good anticipation that we're seeing from Farm Fresh, positioning themselves where they need to be, although that one off the block. So that ends the 4-0 run that we saw from the Foxies. And Vanny Gandler at the serve now. It's a good receive. But too much here for Riri Meneses, just putting it away. And 2-point advantage back on the side of Signal. Signal now with a 2-1 record, and as we often talk about in our coverage here of the invitationals, napakabilis nito. Service ace by Vanny Gandler, definitely helping their campaign here.
Great substitution also on the side of Coach Shaq de los Santos. We need a spark plug to pull away and end set number 1. And Vanny Gandler fits that role perfectly for Signal.
First ace for Signal, care of Vanny. Signal cannot afford to lose any more games. Kate Santiago will go at it. She'll get another chance. Jove Gonzaga with a stop. Gandler from back row. And Riri Meneses is on the ball, so alert, and ayaw talaga magpalagpas ng bola.
Vanny Gandler attacking from the back forcing the defender of Farm Fresh to commit that overpass. That's why it was very easy for Riri Meneses to put that ball away. Now, balik na naman sa apat ang lamang ng Signal.
Oh, that's a service error by Vanny Gandler. Again, talking about the situation that Signal is in. Cannot lose this game or the next, which is against Chocomucho, I believe, which is, of course, a tougher contender. Had that big game against F2, so they're out for blood, make up for that loss too. Meantime, Farm Fresh will be out of contention. They will not advance, but they want to keep playing well, and they want to at least win a set before they say goodbye to this invitational.
It's a tight race to the next round. Dito sa Pool B, 4 teams actually are still eyeing the 2 spots in the semifinals. And pagdating ng semis, we will be joined by 2 foreign guest teams.
Good cover there by Gonzaga. And put away by Molina.
Better blocking pattern we're seeing from the Signal HD Spikers. A while ago, Santiago was hitting it off the hands of Jel Cayuna, but look at the adjustment. Iniiwan niya yung line papunta kay Jovelyn Gonzaga because we know that she is a good digger, and they're locking out that cross-court angle for Santiago.
And Riri with a chase. Look at that effort by Signal. Let's see. Farm Fresh countering here. Running attack is answered by Riri, the defender. Amazing. Riri Meneses with her back row prowess. Tuwan-tuwa yung teammates niya.
Middle blockers are not known for their floor defense, so when they get a couple of digs here and there, of course, that's a cause for celebration by the Signal. And now they're 2 points away from getting this first frame against the Foxies.
Kate Santiago again getting a bulk of the... So that's a great footy there. Nice rally. Molina ending it with that soft touch. And a lot of entertainment we're seeing here on the side of Signal.
Impeccable defense, really, from the coverage.
And the kickball, yun.
Daming ad-lib from the side of Signal. And it was very obvious that Cesc Molina was going to go for that drop ball, but hindi naka-adjust yung mga nasa likod for Farm Fresh.
Set point for HD Spikers. Good cover by Molina. Ball still good though. Another chance for Farm Fresh. And this time, Kate Santiago gets it through. You're right, you know, it's just that down the line, straight to Santiago. And finally, she gets one through. That's straight to Gonzaga. Couldn't get that up. Gonzaga from back row. Mondonedo with a set there. Good coverage by Jov. Molina wants to end it. Estoque just really fighting for the ball. Good coverage by the blockers of Farm Fresh. And look at this rally. Ball still good. Santiago wants to put it away. Not yet. Molina going up. Off the block. That was a hard-earned set point, Neil.
Great rally, longest rally so far we've seen, but Signal will escape the first set, and again, it's 25-18. Cesc Molina, always reliable pagdating sa end game.
Yeah. What an enjoyable rally to cap that first set, and props really to Farm Fresh for keeping their focus and just returning the ball. But Signal will go away with that win in this first set. 25-18 the count. Back for more after the break. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. 25-18 is how that first set went down. Signal fighting hard for that last set. That was really exciting how that set ended.
Yeah, for Farm Fresh, the passing was there, I would say. The attacks were also there. The biggest factor for me in set number 1 was the difference in blocking. Mas organized, definitely, yung blocking ng Signal HD spikers a while ago sa Farm Fresh. You would see a lot of single block coverage. And against a strong attacking team like Signal, of course, kulang yung effort na yun. So they need to double up on certain rotations if they do want to get a set against Signal. And for Signal, balanced distribution from Jelka Yuna. She was engaging her middle blockers, but she was going to her go-to players at that right moment in time. 17 attacks for Signal. It was obvious as well. Although 2 blocks nakapag-register itong Farm Fresh, but there were a lot of soft touches na na-account itong Signal HD. On the aces department, mas maganda rin yung pinakita ng Signal. Unforced errors, it's nice to see that both of the teams were able to limit their unforced errors. That's why we saw a couple of quality rallies as well.
Yeah, and that's impressive, particularly for the young team, keeping the errors at bay. And Trisha Tubo is now on the court, and she is entering this game for the first time, the second set. Back set, still Kate Santiago is getting the bulk of the sets from Mondoñedo.
She's very comfortable, of course, in the right side. So in that rotation, you will have 2 lefties occupying these pins.
And there's a little bit of a wet spot. You know, it's important really to iwas, iwas injury. Kasi umuulan ngayon ng malakas. Hindi ko alam kung nanggagaling yan sa labas. And may nakikita pa rin sila. But we have been at it since 9 in the morning here at the Phil Sports Arena. Like we mentioned, this is the 4th of our quadruple header. And just a quick recap of what went down today. Creamline beating PLDT in 3 sets. Right before this game, we saw that. And at the start of the day, we had Durflar going up against Cherry, which won in 3 sets. And F2 against Petrogas with that thrilling 5-setter. Ang haba nun.
Especially the 5th set. I think it took us 47 minutes to close out that highly contested 5th set.
But it was worth the wait. It was such an exciting game. And Gatiga knew na medyo he was caught a little flat-footed there. Dorog is back in as libero. If you're wondering where Kay Lazo is, we announced earlier, care of Lexi Rodriguez, that Kay is was attending her graduation practice, but caught up here to cheer her team on. Congratulations, Kay, on your graduation. Trisha Tubu, first touch is a point. And that is good going for Trish Tubu, the star of Adamson University, who really made a name for herself in the collegiate ranks. Let's bring back Lexi Rodriguez with a report. Over to you, Lexi.
Well, Chiki Neil, I know you observed kanina that si Coach Jerry lets his players talk and teach each other well. Kyle Tagsip shared with me that gano'n naman talaga si Coach Jerry since mas nakakatulong naman mabuo yung camaraderie nila within the team. And actually, she also told me na parang 2 days pa lang sila nakakapagpakilala sa isa't isa. Sumalang na agad sila sa laro. And their first set performance goes to show that they are slowly building on that professional way of playing. And if you want to witness more of their growth in this league, make sure to download and subscribe to the Pilipinas Live app for only 99 pesos. Now, let's take it back to you, Chiki Neil.
Thanks so much, Lexi. It's good you bring that up because that's something that is almost second nature, really, to Signal. That has been a very tight unit for a long time. Wow, that kill by Doria.
Such a fast attack from Doria, not waiting for the blockers of Farm Fresh to get established. That's why she's very deadly in that middle blocker position. Tsaka sobrang sipag talaga pumasok even in some rotations na hindi siya masyadong nabibigyan ng bola. She would still do her job.
Second point for Rose Doria there. Back set, and a good choice there for Jelka Yuna to go with Jo Gonzaga at the right pin where she delivers best.
It's a battle of lefties.
Dami.
Jovelyn Gonzaga for Signal and Trisha Tubu for the Foxies.
First, you got Kate Santiago who will rotate up but play the outside, on the left side as an outside hitter from the left wing. Tubu! What about the angle on that hit? That's 2 in a row for Trish Tubu. Yan ang magic hugot.
And that was a fast swing from Trisha Tubu. Getting it at the highest point. Alam niya kung saan niya gusto padaanin yung bola. It was past the block of Rachel Landakis.
And that's called outside. And forced error there, service error. A bit of a damper, considering all of the great plays, the 2 points that she scored in a row. Jov Gonzaga, it's so much fun to see her also in action when she's in the back row. Grabe in depensa, floor defense ni Jov. That's 2 service errors in a row. Palitan lang sila. Farm Fresh with an early lead here. Perfect reception, and that's what happens when you give that first pass.
Double block was there. So credits to Farm Fresh for recognizing that set of Jelka Yuna. But if you have a towering middle like Riri Meneses with that kind of angle and reach.
Tatlo na yan by Riri, that same play. And altogether, she has already scored 7 today.
That's outside from Gamit.
Daki's back in the court. She alternates with Vanny Gandler. Mondoñedo setting up Kate, and she really likes that down the line. She goes deep and usually scores.
Signal's just pressuring her to go for that line.
Back row attack. Good cover by Dorog there. And that one is off the hands of Jelka Yuna. She knows she had a better chance against Jelka Yuna's block because she's not the tallest of blockers.
Meneses also let that go. That's why there was a huge opening for Kate Santiago to go cross-court this time.
Got Kyle Tagsip, also from Adamson, pride of Bukidnon. Oh, that one's deep. And this time down the line from Ces Molina, getting Signal to 8 points first with a 2-point lead. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Pilipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos a month. And we got the bosses really sticking it out. To Miss Shena Olaso. Si Boss Shena nandito rin, keeping Ricky Palou company here at the Phil Sports, enjoying the action. Oh, smart play, but good cover here by Signal. Mondoñedo's 1-2 foiled there. And again, mistimed. A chance for Signal to counter. Oh, wow, look at that. Kate Santiago has to feel good about that one.
Just using her smarts.
No.
She's been using her smarts, changing her attacks every now and then. Kanina, puro line. Then she scored off that cross court. This time, a drop ball. That's why she is the top scorer for Farm Fresh.
Yeah, the hang time there that she showcased. Oh, that one is outside. Was it touched? Oh, it's called inside. Lions judge says it's good.
Santiago wasn't able to position herself properly after that block.
Gel has one of the toughest serves, as we know. Farm Fresh is able to return it. Oh, a lot of these really uncanny errors that we're seeing on the side of Signal.
That was practically a chance ball given up by the FOXIES. But miscue led to that easy put away.
Yeah, and not much power on that either. That was definitely playable. Good cover there by Dorog. Another broken play, Jov Gonzaga. That was a tough set for her, and she will hit that outside. So Farm Fresh is capitalizing on the errors that's happening on the side of Signal, no?
And if you're on the side of Signal, you have to catch yourself when you feel like you're playing too relaxed. Because in the blink of an eye, you can see Farm Fresh on top. But Cesc Molina has other plans. She wants to secure one spot in the semis here in Pool B.
Signal back on top here. Yeah, there's a difference, Neil, between playing loose and playing, ano ba yung sinabi mo?
Too relaxed, yeah.
Too relaxed, yeah. And it takes experience to figure out where to be in that spectrum. Tubu! That one's a little too much. Yeah, kulang sa pitik as she was also motioning there, the snap of the wrist.
When you look at the swing of Trisha Tubu, it's that unorthodox swing. It's not that usual swing that you see from the opposites. Pero pag nakuha niya yung proper timing, the trajectory is just really
Grabe yung
powerful.
anggulo. And she also has hang time. We see her with her elevation. Estoque this time, and she gets past the two-man block. Estoque has been consistent and very dependable for Farm Fresh.
Estoque just waiting for that slight delay in the timing of Rosalyn Doria for that block.
The last one of the taller players, if not the tallest, on her squad. And that is another unforced error. Did that go through? It did.
It did. That will be a point for Signal. Balik sa dalawang lamang ng HT Spikers.
Doria with a serve here. Estoque goes up again. This time, binantayan ni Jov Gonzaga. No entry, she says.
Single block, no problem for Jovelyn Gonzaga. One of the perks of becoming a beach volleyball player, mag-isa ka lang talaga bumablock doon.
Kailangan kakayanin mo lahat ng single block.
It gives you that court sense na sobrang sharp.
And I think yung mga beach volleyball players like we see with that put away of Gonzaga, they waste no time. They're so efficient with their movements. And their transitions, ang bilis nila, they're so agile. We talked about CC Rodina being at the top of the scoring board. And you see also, I think it has plenty to do with her training and reach. Back set to Tubu. Dakis with a block there. Tubu goes again. And that snap of the wrist and the timing you're talking about.
But there was a net violation, so that was a missed opportunity for the Foxies. Now they're down by 5.
Yeah, timeout.
Inhale, exhale lang. Okay lang. Isang ikot tayo. Kulang siya. Gamitin natin ang isa't isa. Ha? Hindi, laban lang. Isa-isahin natin. Kaya yan. Ito, adjust lang. Hindi, adjust kayo for. Okay? Go lang. Uy, mag-enjoy kayo sa loob. Kaya medyo smile. Go, go, go. She. Laban. Yes, pwede ka tulog ko. Let's go, go. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Go, go, go.
Again, Coach Jerry just allowing the girls to talk amongst themselves. If you were Coach Jerry, what would you have told the girls?
Well, for Farm Fresh, right now, they need to focus on getting that proper flow because right now, yung first ball, yung middle blocker yung kumukuha, and that's a big no, of course. You have your outside spiker to support you. So yung middle blocker just has to focus on going for that approach.
Meantime, Cayuna just going for Job Gonzaga. And again, a good choice to go with the opposite. The Bionic Ilongga striking again, getting Signal up by 6 in the second technical timeout. Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, TicketNet, or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. Malapit na Neil ang FIBA.
Yeah.
Exciting. Pero dito muna tayo sa volleyball and look at the head-to-head here.
Hitter's gonna hit.
Yeah.
57% attack efficiency from Ces Molina, 35% for Santiago. Not so bad, given the fact that she's getting a lot of soft touches from the blockers of Signal. But right now, Jovelyn Gonzaga is just taking over. And sa pagkakakilala ko kay Jovelyn Gonzaga, she really wants to pump up the intensity every single time she's on the floor.
And that is so palpable. She is scoring every which way with her attacks, with her blocks, doing everything for the team in this second set. Mondoñedo going to Trish Tubu, and that's off the hands of Dakis again. These miscues from Signal.
They do have a 6-point lead, so I guess there's that margin of error na allowable. But I'm sure the coaches are not happy because ito yung mga games na gusto mo rin makita yung different combinations na pwede mong magawa against other teams.
And you're talking about the intensity of Job Gonzaga. She strikes again, but it can't depend on just one person being, intense and all out.
Double substitution for Coach Shaq de los Santos. Shin Basas and Giselle C.
Oh, they are seeing action for the first time in this match, and they usually come as a pair. Then Giselle C will take on the setting reins for Signal. She's at the serve. Quick one. Gandang bantay naman ni Dakis, pero buhay pa rin ang bola. Chance here for Signal to counter. Back set to Chin Basas, who scores right away.
Instant for that double sub. That's the usual double sub na ginagawa ni Coach de los Santos. I know there are a lot of volleyball fans na happy sa pagbabalik ni Giselle C. She has found a new home with the Signal HD Spiker. She's been out of the pro scene for quite some time also. She's doing an excellent job as that backup setter.
The second ball, and that one is outside. Well, good idea, but it's execution that you need to clean up, and this is a blowout. Signal already up by 9 and getting closer and closer to the 25-point mark as just LC serves. Running attack, and that one, buti na lang, napakatangkad din nitong si Stoke. Tagsip, rather.
That was a well-designed play from the Farm Fresh Foxies. There are 3 blockers in the front row for Signal. Kaya maganda na pumunta sa slide attack.
Pasarte in the court, Pascual. So we have substitutions also on the side of Farm Fresh. Coach Jerry trying to figure out what the best combination of players would be. And this is going to be a first service ace for Farm Fresh, care of Stoke there. And she is scoring plenty today. Well, that's her 5th.
This will be a full front line for Farm Fresh. They have Gail Pascual on the right side, Kate Santiago on the left. So I think this is enough firepower for them to score consecutive points.
Not if you have Dakis just hitting away there. And Signal just wants to end this already. I think Signal has already figured out or has gotten their focus back, ducks in a row, and now they're playing like Signal. Oh, and that's again another error. These lapses now over to the side of Farm Fresh. Lumipat na.
Pass was just too tight for Basarte, and she's a backliner. Kaya hindi rin niya pwedeng i-over yung bola.
Jerry Lee Malabanan we saw coming in for Cespolina, who will get to rest a little bit. That's a good serve by Rad. Back row attack. Good answer by Jack Janela. And Malabanan right away scoring for Signal.
All the substitutions just delivering the points for Coach Shaq de los Santos. More substitutions. Acuña will be replacing Meneses as the middle blocker of the HD Spikers. So there are 4 substitutions right now. 4 second stringers.
It's almost like a platoon substitution. A different team almost, save Rachel Adakis, who's with the starter. Otherwise, this is a whole new 6. And that one escapes Giselle C. But like you say, there's a lot of cushion here for Signal. Just laugh that off, shake it off. And Farm Fresh, a tough uphill climb here for them, but they can just concentrate on 1 point at a time. Oh, with the help of the net, that is a service ace. Second one for the team. Tagsip credited for that one. She's got 4 points already.
Bonus point for Farm Fresh. In the previous set, they were able to chase that 5-point lead of Signal, so they can do it again.
But they need to do it now. And Jackie Acuña with a 0 tempo, but that one is outside. So again, another break here for Farm Fresh. They just have to focus and talagang kapit lang para sa Foxies. Nice first ball from Malabanan. She goes up for the hit, going off the block, and that's her second point. And Signal with multiple set points here. Other tall player, 5'11", and that is not the serve she wanted. Pressure serves here for Farm Fresh. It's still set point for Signal. This could be it. And Malabanan is dug by Kate Santiago. She goes up for the hit, and I think she gets a check ball there.
There
She
was a
did.
check ball. That was the intention of Kate Santiago. The trajectory was high. She targeted the fingertips of the blockers, and it was successful.
Farm Fresh still holding on. And they will score again. Look at Farm Fresh. If they could string along a couple more points and just play steady. And here's a very tactical timeout from Signal.
Pero pag nag-focus kayo, makukuha agad natin yan. Ha? Ipasa lang muna. Tandaan niyo pag si G ang nagsiset, huwag niyo idikit nyo sa net. Hindi niya aabutin yan eh. Bigay niyo lang ng normal siya magagawa ng play. Okay? Okay, tatlo spiders natin. Advantage siya.
And we get a taste of the humor, just how much fun these players have together. And we have Ayel with her former teammates, Chai Troncoso there. And yeah, I want to go back to what they were saying in the huddle. Papatawa na lang sila. Huwag daw idikit sa net dahil hindi abutin ni Giselle. Pinaalala ni Rachel na hindi man 6-footer si Giselle.
We have 5 set points here.
See, going to Jerly Malabanan, and Farm Fresh will get a chance. Kate Santiago covering her own attack. And Nolasco tried, but this time couldn't do it. But they did fight. They put up the block, but that one did not go in. 25-19, this time is how that second set went. A little better than the first. New streaming experiences also await by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. 25-19 was the score in that second set. A little bit better for the Foxies, but it seems, Neil, that they have let go of the grit that we felt Farm Fresh had in the beginnings of this match.
It was a similar start, kagaya ng set number 1. Farm Fresh up until that first step. The technical timeout was very close with the Signal HD Spikers. But when Jovelyn Gonzaga took over the reins and asked a lot of balls or a lot of sets from Jel Cayuna, that was the time that they created that disparity in the score. Although humabol nga sa dulo yung Farm Fresh with the substitutions of the Signal HD spikers, it was still not enough to overpower them. Same output in the attacks, 17 this time around. They had 2 blocks compared to the none of the Foxies, but I guess the positive light for Farm Fresh, what they're serving, they were able to score 2 aces. They forced Signal to commit a lot of miscues on that unforced errors, pero pantay lang din naman yung naitala nilang unforced errors for set number 2.
Yeah, really a lot of the chances, a lot of breaks for Farm Fresh. We saw these things happening on the side of Signal that we are not used to seeing, forcing Coach Shaq to tell his girls to get the focus back. Yun yung narinig natin in the last time out. But Signal looking good here so far with a 2-0 advantage in sets. So they can finish this off in this third set, which you said that they would like to do to secure their spot moving on to the semifinals.
Vanny Gandler will replace Rachel Andakis in the starting unit for Coach Shaq de los Santos.
And Vanny had some very quality minutes in that first set. But it is still Ces Molina leading the fray with 12 points already. Gonzaga with 9 points. And Riri Meneses, who was wowing us with her defensive prowess kanina, no? Nakakatawa makita si Riri just all over the place in the back row.
She even attacked from the back row, so that was a fun sight to see.
Molina starts things off. Joust won by Nolasco. And Farm Fresh will draw first blood in this third set. A must-win for the Foxies.
Farm Fresh still has a chance to actually extend this all the way to a 5th set. But they have to be consistent in getting these points. Hindi pwede pagdating ng first technical timeout, papalayuin nila yung Signal, because when you are down by 5 or 6 points against Rachel Andakis and the rest of the HD Spikers, it's very difficult to stage that comeback. And for Signal, in a very short invitational conference like this, recovery is very crucial. You saw what happened with F2. It was very tiring for them for sure after that 5-setter against Chocomucho. They played another 5 sets with a 1-day difference lang. Nag-training pa yun for sure.
That's right. And we have not been short on 5-setters here for all of you volleyball fans who are really after these mga tightly contested matches. Di tayo nagkukulang sa inyo, ha? Araw-araw may ganon. And we're glad that you are enjoying the action tonight as well. Let's bring in Lexi Rodriguez with an update. Over to you, Lexi.
Thanks, Chiki. Well, Jel Cayuna's been Signal's player of the game for their 2 wins so far. And if you remember, Chiki and Neil, sinabi niya noon na si Coach Shaq yung naging key to making her who she is now. That's why I asked Coach Shaq on his thoughts, and undoubtedly he said it's the best thing a coach could ever hear. Of course, another thing a coach loves to hear is that their team is a set close to bagging another win. And with that news, Coach Shaq answers back with a reminder of kaya nyo naman, ituloy nyo yan. A sweet reminder is that you can also watch PVL games better through the Pilipinas Live app for only 99 pesos. Just go download and subscribe now. I'll take it back to you, Chiki and Neil.
Thanks for that, Lexi. If you look at the picture also on the side of Farm Fresh, as we take a look at this rally, that Gonzaga will win off of that unintended, I think. I don't know if she intended that soft and roll.
That was a beach volleyball move. Going back to Lexi's report, I understand kung ano yung sinasabi ni Coach Shaq. Now, you're in the third set. Ang pinakagusto mo talaga makita sa players mo is that smooth movement, that connection from the first ball until that hit from your attacker.
And we're seeing Joe Gonzaga. There's no mercy volleyball here. And that's a 3-point lead for Signal now. Iba yung dynamics nakikita natin sa side ng Farm Fresh between the coach and the players. It's almost like it's still a collegiate type coaching where kailangan mo para talagang turuan at tutukan. Wow. you know, you can be sure that Signal will always put up a block and challenge the hitters of Farm Fresh, but the young players are figuring out how to counter these blocks.
Katarig right through the seam. If you've noticed, basta nalilate yung middle blocker ng Signal, that's really the chance for Farm Fresh to get it through their defense.
And that was a violation. That is going to be another point for Farm Fresh, and they are now only within a point of Signal. Zam Nolasco at the serve. Gander with a swing, and you see that approach.
Perfect approach.
Yeah. Ganyan talagang textbook. And yun yung mga gusto mong panoorin, ulit-ulitin na panoorin because you see her just with the perfect timing and yung pagtiklop ng katawan niya. All the power just went into the ball.
You can also see the minor details of the HD spikers. Hinatak ni Jel Cayuna towards the right side si Meneses para ma-free up itong si Vanny Gandler.
And it's really a concerted effort when you see these great plays. But ball back to Farm Fresh, and it's their turn to serve. They have been in step with Signal so far in this set number 3. Outside to Gandler again, and this time she is going down the line. Showing off her arsenal here. Dami niyang choices, dami niyang pwedeng ihanda.
She's fresh off college. Conditioning is definitely there. She's against a shorter attacker. That will really be a sure point for Vanny Gandler.
It's a good running attack, but a pickup there by Jov Gonzaga. A soft one read by Gandler. Back row attack, Molina, and it's that same spot. Zone 1 there, or between zone 1 and zone 6, and quickly.
We've got another exciting V-Reel for you viewers because we all know that volleyball is about team, partnership, and trust. And what better way to do that through a team building, right? So let's join in on Chai Trancoso as she shares with us this Instagram reel that she posted during their 15-day training camp in Osaka, Japan before silang sumabak sa national team. Kaya naman, sabi nga niya na itong bagay na to na ginamitan niya pa ng song na moments make memories. Kaya naman, hindi ba nakakatuwa talaga, nakakataba ng puso na through these memories, through these travel, the team builds camaraderie within. And what do you think about that, Chiki and Neil?
I think it's not just me, but all of the fans out there. We love seeing what these players are like outside of the court, and that just completes really the experience of being a fan, a true fan. And we thank Chai for sharing those moments with us. And what about that kill again? Scored by Gandler in her 4th point.
That's a quick 3 points for Vanny Gandler.
And we have a new player again coming in for Farm Fresh, Hintapa. Molina from the back. Put up by the libero. Cayuna pushes it to Gandler. Pasarte setting it up. And bambantay talaga ni Meneses, impenetrable. Blocking.
It was a really tight set. Meneses just had to push that.
She knew where to be. Look at those numbers for Jov Gonzaga already, scoring double digits today. It's a good serve. And tapa. And there is an error. Farm Fresh really has to clean up their act, making it a little too easy for Signal, who is on their own, scoring well and putting together some great offensive plays. Santiago with that reception. Stoke. Gandler stopped by the two-man block. Good enough, slowing things down for Signal there. Really with an error. And that's a break for Farm Fresh. You appreciate the blockers of Farm Fresh, at least really putting the effort, slowing the ball down kahit hindi sila makascore off the block.
As rookies, yun lang naman yung gusto rin makita ng management and coaching staff, that you're able to execute what you did in training.
Gandler going up. Oh, what an angle. This picture perfect. This time angling the ball.
She's loving that set from Jel Cayuna. Very easy to hit.
That was a tough one.
Nothing too flashy also from Vanny Gandler. Kung saan siya nakaharap, proper hitting point lang, pupuntos agad for Signal.
It's now 12-6, 6 points. Farm Fresh has to recover. And you know, they really need to capitalize on the errors we're seeing on the side of Signal. Nakita natin in that second set, Neil, it ended 25-19, pero a lot of the points of Farm Fresh nanggaling dun sa mga errors din ng Signal. And this is going to be a chance ball here for Farm Fresh. Kate Santiago going up, and that is off the block.
They don't get a lot of free balls from Signal, so that's a good sign. When you get a chance ball galing sa HD Spikers, you immediately convert on your counter-attack.
Tagsip has been pretty consistent here at the service. She has 4 points so far today. Meneses, oh, stopped there by Kate Santiago. Back row attack, picked up by Gandler. And good showing by the blockers of Farm Fresh, slowing down Meneses. Magpapina with that put away. And yun lang talaga, kailangan talagang persistent. Ang ganda rin ginawa ng blockers against Riri. Pero nakawala itong si Ces Molina.
In a way, that was also a free ball for Farm Fresh. That has been one of the zones na naging problematic in terms of their pattern. Ces Molina was already using her offhand, her left hand to push that ball over.
Oh, it's a perfect pass. Let's see what gives here. Oh, much there for Kate Santiago. Six-point advantage here for Signal. Kate Santiago. Molina will go up. Great job by the libero. Gander with a nice pass to Gonzaga with that attack. A nice try there by Stoke. A little too strong.
One of the few times na umatake si Jovelyn Gonzaga from that back row. Still converts. She will add on to this lead of Signal.
But that was a good exchange there. Props to Jessa Dorog also. The libero Farm Fresh. And look at that, Bia General scoring a service ace. She's seeing action for the first time here in the third set. And she takes us to our second technical timeout with an 8-point coming from Villarreal. Putting Signal on top by 8 points after the second technical timeout. So medyo nahihirapan din ang Farm Fresh. You know, the absence of Kay Lazo, who is the third best digger in the league, is felt. Although we gotta hand it to Dorog, who has also been covering well as libero. Molina, that thing read by Santiago. She'll go up for the hit. And there's nothing we can do with that ball. It came straight to you, hindi mo pwede ipasa Neil. And that's a point for Farm Fresh. Basarte is playing setter now for Farm Fresh. Kate timing it. General was there. Molina. Again, just going over the hands of the blockers.
70% of the time, pupunta itong Farm Fresh kay Kate Santiago, but she has been checked by the back row defense of Signal. So Basarte has to shuffle things up, maybe use her middle blocker on that A-quick para lang maalala ng blockers ng Signal na may option
iba
of
pa.
other attack pa. That's a great combination play from the Foxies.
Yeah, but what about the pickup by Jel Cayuna? And we have good plays on defense on both sides here. And that one put away by Doria. Si Doria paminsan-minsan lang, pero laging patok. Ganda yung porsyento ni Doria today. That's her 5th point.
That's also one of the angles na napakahirap depensahan when you're anticipating a strong ball sa harapan. Biglang lalampas sa shoulders mo. You really can't do anything about that.
How about that? These combination attacks. Molina again with the put away and Signal playing as if they weren't up by 10, which is, I think, what Coach Shaq needs to see. There's one thing to see. No mercy volleyball from the HD Spikers.
Another chance given to Acuna to redeem herself after her unforced error in the second set.
That's a good serve. Good reception there by Kate Santiago. And again, these errors. Katarik there. Awarding a 3-point to Signal. Chinbasas will make her way back on the court. Let Jove Gonzaga rest. Trisha Tubu also back on the court. Katarik. And Mondoñedo, the setter of Farm Fresh, back on the court too. We're seeing Signal pick up the intensity in this third set, Neil. Basas, good cover. Back row attack, Vanny. That one is good, well inside. Finding her target, zone 6.
High efficiency attacking being displayed by Vanny Gandler.
Oh, lucky break again for Farm Fresh. Usually Jel Cayuna very dangerous at the service area. A lot to make up here. 11-point deficit for Farm Fresh. And there's a chance here from the errors. Jackie Acuna just overhitting that. Kulang din sa wrist action.
They have a 10-point lead, 4 points to go to seal this match.
This time it's Chinbasas, and that is going to be a point for Signal.
That was an excellent receive from Acuna as a middle blocker, but right now she wants to get her groove going on the attacking department.
And Signal just getting primed for their last game against Chocomucho, who played that, that really gave that stellar performance against F2 in their last game. Oh! Not good enough, pero habol pa rin. Kita mo pa rin ang effort ng Signal to keep the ball in play.
The Foxies refusing to give up. They will have Trisha Tubu in the front line, so that's a good option for attack. Tagsip can actually go up for these quick attacks as well.
She has the height for sure. Another chance here for Signal. Will they get point number 23? Jackie Cunha stopped again there. And that one is these errors. You know, it's late in the game and it's desperation time for Farm Fresh. Errors will come. So we got Meneses at the front. We got Chimbasas and Vanny, the front row. And again, the error we're seeing on the side of Signal. And they can afford to laugh about that and just enjoy it. But you don't want to see those kinds of errors at crucial points of any game.
Cayuna has 3 options right now. She can go to Basas, Meneses, or Gandler. Almost at the 100% efficiency for Vanny Gandler. Maybe at 75 to 80. Clean angles.
Yeah, she just really likes to go deep this time in zone 1. Several match points here. Chimbasas with the attack error, keeping Farm Fresh's hopes still alive. This is going to be difficult for Farm Fresh, but they can just score as many as they can. Meantime, Signal looking to close things out. Not quite yet. Tubu from back row. Gandang habol. Uy, sayang! Nunag. With the effort there, trying to get the ball across the net. And that's another point for Farm Fresh. Buhay pa rin ang Foxies. Farm Fresh still in search of a set win in any of their outings, of their games here. Is it going to come, or is Signal going to stop it now? Meneses stopped by Tubu. Good blocking by Farm Fresh. Gandler going deep. Coverage was there. Here's a chance to set up a play. Montañedo with a quick. What a play! Look at Farm Fresh. That is 3 in a row. Just holding Signal at this crucial point. Several match points they've arrested already.
That's what we've been saying, that Tagsip can be a reliable scorer for Farm Fresh Foxies if nabibigyan siya ng mas maraming opportunities.
That's a good serve. Gandler wants to close it. Not quite yet. Cayuna going to Gandler one more time. Service error, the first one, or attack error rather. First one for Gandler, and Farm Fresh still alive. We have a timeout called by Coach Jack.
O, receive muna tayo maganda ulit. Atake tayo na maayos, okay? Huwag magmadali. Kailangan nakafocus pa rin. 1 point yan. Kailangan tapusin natin na maayos. Ano lang tayo? Back to basic lang. Pasa rin na maganda. Tapos atake tayo na maayos. And then go over. Okay?
Okay, isa lang extra! Signal!
Yan ha, apat na atake.
Steady serving by Estoque. Clearly, Coach Shaq wanting to ice the server. Let's see if that works for the HD Spikers, still at match point here. That's a good serve. Didn't quite work. A service ace. What a perfect time for that one by Estoque, who's been stellar for Farm Fresh today.
The heavy serving of Estoque is now putting pressure on the receivers of the HD Spikers.
Good serve. Ball still good. Gandler timing it. And that will do it for the HD Spikers. Little suspense there. Farm Fresh just keeping at it and never letting up until this last Mucho, but already secure for the next round, Neil.
Signal HD in high definition to end this in 3 straight sets. May konting scare in the end, but eventually they finish things up with that Vanny Gander attack.
As you take a look at the final score, relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We'll take a quick break and talk about this match after we come back. Three-set win for Signal HD Spikers. They are on to the semifinals. The Farm Fresh FOXIES still winless and was not successful in grabbing even a set, but there must be some lessons learned here, Neil.
Nandun naman yung never say die attitude, but there are a lot of things that need to be addressed sa Farm Fresh. But I guess the fundamentals are already there, konting polishing. Team chemistry also, we're still looking for that for Farm Fresh. And hopefully they get at least a win before they end their invitational conference.
Still a chance. They still have a game left. A lot of bright spots there, a lot of good plays that they were able to execute that they can go back to. Meantime, let's turn it over to Lexi Rodriguez, who is with our player of the game.
Thanks, Cheeky and Neil. I am with the best player of the game ng isang 3-set sweep with Ces Molina with 16 points and 15 attacks. Unang-una sa lahat, congratulations, Ces. Anong pakiramdam na isa ka sa mga top contributors sa larong ito para mabag yung win?
Very grateful lang and thankful. Siyempre, hindi ko magagawa to without the help of my teammates and yung mga coaches namin.
Tama. Nakita naman natin yung back and forth na laro nyo sa Farm Fresh FOXIES and nakita din natin yung effort nila, di ba? Yung na ready na rin sila maglaro dito sa Pro League. Meron bang mga unexpected challenges nung naglalaro ka against them na paano ka rin nag-adjust mid-game?
I think nakita nyo naman yung kalaban namin dahil mga bata sila, very aggressive sila and talaga talented. So kami, nag-adjust din kami dahil malakas din yung offense nila and yung defense nila talagang dumidikit sila sa amin.
Tama. And meron ba kayong mapupulot from this game or meron ba kayong mga bagay na gusto nyong i-adjust na alam niyo yun, ma-apply nyo sa susunod mong game? Sabi mo nga sa against Chocomucho Flying Titans on Tuesday.
Dahil malakas din yung Chocomucho sa blockings, kailangan i-improve pa namin yung blockings namin. And nakita nyo naman na yung mga pinapalo nila tumatalsik talaga. So kailangan mag-improve pa kami sa blockings.
Ngayon, Ces, meron ka bang gustong batiin? Family, friend?
I think binabati ko yung family ko and yung mga family ng teammates ko, mga boss namin, and yung Signal.
Congratulations again, Ces, and to the entire Signal HD Spikers. Now back to you, Cheeky and Neil.
Thanks so much, Lexi. Congratulations to Ces and, of course, to the Signal family for that win. Meantime, respect for Farm Fresh, and we heard it straight from Ces Molina how she felt that these young players are really aggressive and that they gave them a fight.
We love that she's also self-aware about the things that need to be improved on sa side ng Signal HD. Going up against Chocomucho, that will be a crucial match for them. Might be the deciding factor if papasok sila sa next round or meron pa silang tiebreaker. And they don't want that. They want to control all the factors because they want to go all the way with the inclusion of Jovelyn Gonzaga again in their roster.
That's right. And it is the blocking she mentioned because it was there, but they could be scoring more on the blocking, taking advantage of Rose Toria being there, who's one of the best blockers in the league. Of course, Riri Meneses. So dapat talagang nag-dominate sila sa blocking, I think, is what was missing today. As we take a look at more of the highlights, what did you like from the side of Farm Fresh in terms of their playing?
For Farm Fresh, I like what Ces Molina said, na hindi sila natatakot to go up against the top blockers of Signal HD. Yun nga, kinakapos lang siguro sa experience because alam naman natin Signal HD is also one of the household names pagdating sa clubs. And you see the difference in the attacking, 51 to 33. So that's a glaring factor. A lot of miscues also on the side of the Foxies, especially on transition. That's something that they have to work on para mas marami pang points of attack, para mas maging effective yung attack sila. Signal obviously had more blocks. Aces, they were on the same level even in the opponent's errors. For Signal, hats off also to the coaching staff because the substitutions delivered. Vanny Gandler, Chinchin Basas and Giselle C, all of them gave out quality minutes.
Ang ganda ng balasa at tama yung timing. And this is what we have in store for you. More volleyball on Saturday, starting off with the Photon Tornadoes going up against Farm Fresh. Barely any rest for them. They are up at 9:30 a.m., followed by PLDT going up against Jerflor at noon. And they are from Pool A. These are the games that we have in store for you on Saturday. And it's a quadruple header. So Akari will go up against Creamline at 4 the afternoon. And our nightcap will be between Chocobucho and the Petrogas Angels. A full week of volleyball for all of you. That's how much we missed you. And we are glad that you are always with us in this continuing coverage. On behalf of Deal Flores, our reporter Lexi Rodriguez, our director Mark